Hi, Gail Fugit, President CEO of the Advertising Research Foundation.
Hi, I'm Kevin Knight. I'm the Head of Creative and Brand Strategy at Pinterest, and it's great to be here with the ARF in Cannes.
In the world of marketing, advertising, and analytics kind of being redefined, talk about the pin factory.
As Pinterest has grown and is now 100+ million active users all over the world, advertisers
fantastic.
want to be on it. Thank you. Advertisers want to be on it, but they don't really know what that means. What does it mean to bring my brand onto Pinterest? And I think a lot of what we're doing, just to touch on some of the things that you just mentioned, is showing them that the reason that their brand exists is already on Pinterest. If you think about it, there isn't a single brand in the world that exists except for the fact that it helps people do something they already want to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't spend money on those products and services. And so we use trends to look at what people are already doing on Pinterest that might be relevant to a new brand. And then we show them how they can make content that doesn't interrupt people or interject into something. It basically just says, hey, you're looking for ideas around X, Y, and Z. And we happen to make products that make X, Y, and Z better or easier or faster or cheaper. And it's been interesting. We've yet to find a brand that can't be really successful on Pinterest by working that way.
Where does Pinterest fit in the consumer's life?
We use the metaphor of a catalog of ideas to describe Pinterest. And if you walk past our space on the Croisette, you'll see this big banner that says, Pinterest, the world's catalog of ideas.
And you set up a wall here too,
and we've set up a real-life Pinterest board where the Lions jury have curated their favorite things to eat and see and do. If we were to send out a catalog, which not all brands do, but many have historically done, we would basically be giving people ideas of the things they could do with our products.
And applications.
More information is better because you're not interrupting somebody, you're helping them just find an application.
What kind of algorithms and what kind of data analytics does it take to bring what you're doing, the catalog, to scale?
We had to personalize it. So we build algorithms that get pretty good at understanding if you interact with this idea, you might be interested in these ideas.
That.
What's great is that tends to manifest itself in the way that we surface ideas to Pinterest users. But as an advertiser, what that means is if you just use the regular tools that Pinterest users interact with, you can actually glean a lot of insights about what's trending anywhere in the world.
What kind of skills are needed with these new marketers, advertisers, and researchers to get in there and unlock that into decision making?
If you're an advertiser that wants to tap into the insights that Pinterest has, I like to think of it as the world's largest focus group.
Okay.
And I think that qualitative research skills are really brought to bear here.
Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Pinterest. What are the keys to your success?
I was reading a Medium post by a friend of mine named John Yee, and he talked about how when he was in boot camp, his drill sergeant or whoever was pounding into these cadets the notion that if they were that they needed to drink like crazy before they went out on a long march, because by the time your body is thirsty,
get depleted.
It's already too late. I think that's what's been the motivator for me as I have moved on from amazing jobs into other ones.
Thirst quenched or not?
Did I start to feel too comfortable?
Yeah.
And if I started to get thirsty, I started looking for places to quench my thirst, especially when I left Facebook to move to Pinterest. I really wanted to build something, and I've had that opportunity at Pinterest, and it's been wonderful.
You have. So what approach did you take to build it?
As I came into Pinterest, I tried to understand what was unique about Pinterest. I thought to myself, we have the audience that advertisers want to be on Pinterest, but they're not sure what that means for their brand and with the proliferation of native advertising. So we will bring the Pinterest expertise.
Right, that's smart.
And collaborate with either the brand managers.
On-site, right?
Yeah, so I've hired very curious people with planning and strategy backgrounds in general, but people who just really want to learn and love digging into our clients or our partners' businesses.
We still have some stereotypes floating around.
Yeah.
And do you think it could be translated over into advertising and as a way to push advertising more to be representative of the consumer today?
By virtue of the mediums that we have had to work with throughout history, it's been relatively preachy. What's interesting about Pinterest is you're not broadcasting a message. You're simply taking ideas and putting them in front of people. And
then they do the curation.
And they envision themselves in the ideas.
What's the word for the future? One word.
Native. The advertising industry is at the cusp of, they're at a fork in the road of how we define native. And I see us moving down a dangerous path of defining native advertising as ads that look like the content on the platform in which they are served. But if we do that, it's no different than a print ad in plenty of magazines, which
Right.
is still interruptive, but,
Right.
but isn't truly native. If we can set a high bar with native so that it doesn't just look like the native content, but behaves like it too, as truly an organic experience, I think we're going to be in for some beautiful years of advertising.
Thank you so very much, Kevin.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.